and we're really excited about that possibility in the future. If you missed the video, definitely go check it out. You might have clicked on this video thinking that maybe we already found a house, and that is not the case. This is Matt Diavella's apartment, and it was a huge inspiration for us. Definitely, as we're moving forward with this potential house thing, we're using his apartment as inspiration, and we really wanted to share it with you guys. So without further ado, here is a minimalist apartment tour.
Guys, good morning.
We are doing something very different today.
Yeah.
We are meeting with somebody who is a minimalist, a filmmaker. His name is Matt Diavella.
Right.
And you might know him from the Minimalism documentary.
And actually deciding what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
He was the director, am I right?
You're exactly
He
right.
was the director.
He has simplified his life, and it's really like, it's been as influential for him as it has been for us. He does it a little differently, and he lives and works a full-time career. We're gonna go check out his apartment. We're gonna go check out his space, pick his brain a little bit.
Let's go.
Boom. Matt, we're coming for you, baby. Let's rock and roll.
Yeah, what's going on? I've been a minimalist since around 2010, so it's been about 8 years.
Guys, Matt is the director of the Minimalism documentary. That's where we knew you from. Any other main projects that that you've done revolving around minimalism?
I mean, my career, it started out as a freelance filmmaker.
Right.
So a lot of my projects were just client-facing, client-based.
Right.
And then I did Minimalism, which was my first feature-length documentary. It was one of those projects that I actually, on my bucket list, I wrote, at the top of the list was make a documentary about something I care about.
Oh, wow.
And then 3 months later, Josh from the Minimalists reached out to me and said, hey, you want to make a documentary?
I'm fascinated by, like, this is your home. It's very small. And it's where you do a lot of your editing, right?
Yeah.
So would you show us around and show us how you make the studio/homework?
I would love to.
Yeah, okay.
This is actually where I do all of my editing. And now here's the thing, not ideal. There's a lot of windows in this space and it's kind of tough for an editor, but you have to make the space work for you. And we're living in a 1-bedroom apartment. We're in West Hollywood in California. It's not cheap.
Right.
So you have to just, you can't get everything that you possibly want. We got a washer and dryer, so I'm happy. Here's the biggest problem as a filmmaker and having lots and lots of hard drives is that it's very cluttered and messy. And like you're pulling hard drives off the shelf. People go, oh, can you
Is this about to change our lives?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it changed my life. And
because this is a horrible thing for us. We run into this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you take a look at my desk right here, from the front, you see the grate and it's super clean.
Yeah.
But then I'll pull this out and you can see behind it.
Oh.
Yeah, there's actually a surge protector wired behind that.
Yeah.
All the hard drives. If you come over here, this is the living room. You'll notice that we do have a TV because my girlfriend, fiance now, is not a minimalist.
Right.
So, not that a minimalist can't own a TV.
I mean, she's pretty minimalist not by choice, but by like lifestyle. She lives here, right?
I think, yeah, she lives here.
She's pretty minimalist to me.
It's rubbed off a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
She's from Australia too,
Yeah.
So she kind of didn't have much of a choice.
Right,
When she moved over here, she didn't bring all of her
Yeah,
stuff
sure,
with her.
sure.
But yeah, we have a TV. We watch it every once in a while. We try to be mindful about our consumption. I mean, it's little things, and I overthink all this stuff. But it was paying a little bit extra for a white cable instead of the black cable. We do have a PlayStation. We usually have to keep that open when it's running or else the house will burn down. These are all my hard drives.
Oh my gosh.
So that is about 10 years, 15 years of filmmaking.
But look at this, dude. The beauty is the multifunctional purpose of it. And that's what when I think about both of our lifestyles, it's where it's convenes, right? Because like our office is also our living room, is our kitchen. And for you, it's like, it's a cleaner version of it than us because we live in such a small space. But it's the same thing, right? Like I would have never known that this is your office in that.
A lot of people talk about having work-life balance,
right?
As if that's something that you should really strive for. But for me, it's my work is my life. And of course, we can push ourselves too hard, maybe work a little bit too much. And that obviously we have to be mindful of. But I don't mind that my work life and my personal life blend together. Just one of the greatest books ever written.
I was noticing that.
The Rock says.
Yeah, let's hear a little bit about the role that The Rock plays in your life.
Yeah, it's funny because as a minimalist, you wouldn't have a lot of rock toys. This is actually a problem. becoming a problem.
Right. Your obsession?
It's not an obsession.
Well, yeah, right.
No,
It's a friendship, right?
It's really
Yeah, he actually.
There is a back and forth
each other. Yeah.
There is a back and forth dialogue. I just want
Is that real?
He tweeted at me twice.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So if someone tweets at you twice, by all of their choice.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're basically best friends now.
Right, exactly.
This is another scenario where this is gonna be gross. You're gonna see like dusties, but look at, we have, I guess there's no dust.
No, that's pretty good.
Pretty damn clean.
Pretty clean, man.
But
Did you clean before we came over?
I did, yeah. Of course.
Of course.
But anyway, not a lot of storage space in this apartment,
Yeah.
so we keep the C-stand, I do, and the Manfrotto boom stand pole,
Right.
sandbag, anything else that we need. This is the dining room / podcast studio, as you guys will experience.
Right.
One thing I will say is the round table was an intentional choice.
Okay.
We wanted to pick something that didn't have any corners because it is a tight little space coming. So if I was gonna walk from the kitchen to the bedroom, you're not like running into corners.
You keep all of these lanes open right here, no matter.
You keep it, it's just like, honestly, it's never gotten in the way. It just has a nice flow, white table, marble, classic, can't go wrong. We upgraded from the IKEA Flurgendurgen.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Right.
And then the best part of the apartment right here.
Oh my god.
Beautiful.
The washer
Can't even
dryer.
imagine that.
I know.
Oh.
You guys can't fit that in your van.
Not quite, no.
This is the kitchen. This is not very inspiring, but this is it.
Right?
You do a lot of cooking.
What do
in
you
here?
say?
Nah, do we cook? Yeah. We do, a little bit. We actually don't really cook together much because we have very different diets.
Yeah.
Somebody did mention like, oh, you keep the Vitamix out on the counter, like that's like savage. And I was like,
you even a free,
yeah, but I was like, I mean, I use it every week. I use it twice a week usually. So for me, I'd rather just be easy and quick to get to.
Right.
This is kind of like a habit trick for me too, to keep my protein out and open instead of like hiding it away.
Right.
Because when I see the protein, it's like a trigger for me to go to the gym, like reminding me to go to the gym. Because every time I come back from the gym, I'll have a scoop.
Right.
So it's nice to have those kind of reminders.
But I noticed too, that's the only thing that's on top of your fridge, and that's another key part, right? You decide you need that in your life, but it would be easy to take that same mindset and think you need 20 more things in your life that you need to pick up on. But it's like, no, that's the one important thing that needs to be in front of you at all times.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
We do a quick bathroom run.
Yeah.
A lot of time.
Your bathroom really kind of surprised me, actually.
It will, a surprise.
A little bit of pop.
Yeah.
Gotta pop to it.
Wow.
It actually grows on you as much as you.
It's nice and vintage.
Well, it's like we're talking about the new normal, right?
Yeah.
How, like you just get used to things.
Yeah, of course.
It took about 3 weeks, and then the bathroom wasn't pink anymore. It was just the bathroom.
Right.
This is the bedroom.
This is where the magic is. Right, exactly.
There's no magic. But yeah, so we don't have a lot of furniture in our apartment, as you can see. The items that we have, they're really high quality. And like we got them because we loved it. It was, it maybe wasn't the cheapest option available. It wasn't the IKEA version. But it was something that we're like, okay, we're gonna be able to have this for 15 years plus, like hopefully longer if it lasts. So like this dresser is an example of that. And also when you have really nice individual items, I feel like it makes the room feel nicer. It makes it feel like you don't need to fill it with as much
because you're giving this the attention and space it deserves. And therefore you only need a couple of things, right? You're not filling any room up, I assume that's the closet?
Yeah, you don't go in there, but I will show you 2 items from this closet. 2 items only.
All right, we'll look away.
This is item number 1. It's Natalie's.
Oh, nice.
Penguin Snuggie.
Okay.
Yep.
For everybody who says Natalie is a minimalist, because she got this.
And did she just, these wood floors, did you just slide across the floor like a penguin?
Sometimes when I'm having a long day, like I'm at a long shoot, I'll come home and she's wearing this.
I thought you were going to say, I come home and I jump in it.
Yeah. That too. I'm going to actually buy one.
I'll put the bill on.
I got one more thing. Can't take yourself too seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
But maybe you can.
All right.
This is my Dwayne The Rock Johnson cardboard cutout.
Now, is that life size?
It's actually it's life size, which is good.
He's huge, dude.
He's very big,
he's
man.
a big boy.
But it's actually good. Then it lets me get into it and like
Yeah,
understand, okay,
I
if
feel
I'm
like
gonna
he's
go-
looking at me. It's pretty intimidating, actually.
Yeah, I don't know. He's kind of cross-eyed.
Yeah.
That's why I got it, because I thought he looked
A
kind of
little
weird.
goofy, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect.
But you're preparing for when you actually meet him.
Yeah. So I'm like, how can I size him up if I want to go,
Right,
if I want to go
exactly,
toe-to-toe with the
just-
champ?
Yeah.
So, man, thanks for the tour, baby.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming by. This
I
was a
love
lot of
your
fun.
space. It's beautiful.
Bring it in.
Keep up the good work.
Alrighty.
Thank you, man. Matt was such a lovely guy.
He was.
He's really been inspiring for us as filmmakers when it comes to focusing on quality. Matt really focuses on quality above anything else and just really puts a lot of time into his work because he's like an actual filmmaker. So anyway, would highly recommend checking out his content. It will inspire you to simplify.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting talking to somebody who's a minimalist who lives a very different lifestyle than we do. A lot of you guys, are attracted to the travel and adventure part of van life, but also like the simple living side of van life.
It's so key.
And a lot of you guys asked too, how can I get started? Like I want to live in a van, but I can't for 2 years because I have to get these things under control. What can I do to sort of like, get there and start the journey right now? And like, I don't know, I think he's just a huge inspiration for what you can do wherever
Starting
you are.
Today.
Yeah,
Exactly. If you want to hear our podcast on his podcast, I think you'd like it because it's off the beaten path of what we usually do. It's more focused on minimalism and some other things like that in our life that are important to us and we don't talk about as much on the channel. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Check out Matt's channel. Check out Matt's podcast that came out today. Before we leave LA, which is right now, we're going to go eat Veggie Grill one more time. So we're going to Veggie Grill. See you guys. Have an awesome rest of your day. Bye.
I know you guys were early at the cusp of when this whole thing started.
Yeah, we didn't know other people were doing it.
So you didn't. You had kind of just gotten into it. You were what?
Yeah,
seems so weird, right?
So okay, I'll tell you where it started.
You guys are weird people.
Yeah, we are kind of weird people.
Yeah.
It came from minimalism, right? So that was a step towards it. So what happened was we were both working, and we come from a place where we were just really young and really poor. Just poor because we were young, right? It's just like sleeping on a couch, eating oatmeal, like you don't have anything. But we got married, we were working these jobs, and we quickly went from having nothing, and we were minimalists, we didn't really want that many things, to having everything we wanted, which wasn't that much, but it was like, we had everything we wanted. So we were in this place where I think we minimized, we bought the things we wanted, and we were like, okay, what's next? Like, are we just gonna work for 20 more years and not wanna buy anything else? And what, right? Like, just go to nicer dinners? Like, is that really what our goal is here?